Come vape with me. I'm going to talk about something that for me is unusual. And it started with a conversation from Vapourlites in the UK with them asking me to do a review. So I went on to their website and I only found lookalike e-cigarettes. And I wrote back and said, I don't like lookalike e-cigarettes. In fact, don't send it to me because I'm not likely to give a good review. However, they did send it to me and it came in a box with a single cigarette and a wall charger, a battery charger, a USB charger in the little hole, in a box, simply packed, which I like, in a plastic container which I had to savage to get everything out of. And I have been using this lookalike Vapourlites starter. Now, criticisms. A starter pack for anybody should contain 2 batteries. This is a 180 milliamp hour battery, which is going to last you no time at all. So you need to buy 2 of these. Now that's illogical because then you end up with 2 charging USB things. Why can't starter packs have 2 batteries? That's my big gripe. 2 batteries, people. 2 batteries. So that if you're trying to get off smoking and you finish that in an hour and a half, you don't reach for the cigarettes, you reach for your charged second battery and you can put this on charge. So that is a big complaint for me, and I don't know why the manufacturers don't make a starter pack with 2 batteries. I can't tell you the number of reviews I've done where even in a case, a beautifully presented case with all the bells and whistles, there's only 1 battery. Manufacturers out there, do a starter pack that's got 2 batteries and 1 USB charger. Now, the other thing is, this says on the label, there's a label on the box and sort of instruction-y things here. And I haven't been on the website to see if you can get the cartomizer part, but it's an 808. Is that an 808 fitting? I think it is, or 900 fitting. And it comes with a nice little condom covering the mouthpiece. And that says it's 40 cigarettes. Now, you cannot say that. Manufacturing people, be aware, you cannot say this is equivalent to 40 cigarettes, because I don't vape like you. No vapor vapes the same. So it's an equivalent to what I can get out of it. So this came with 1 cartomizer on it. Now, I started vaping it and instantly I thought, I'm not going to do this review because it was so bad and airy and I couldn't even get a flavor. So I decided not to do this review, but I've undecided because there are some good things. First of all, it looks like a cigarette, and you'd be amazed how many smokers want to start vaping on something that looks just like a cigarette. I'm always astonished. I have offered people egos and various other things and little gadgets and gizmos I've got, and if I put one of these out for them, they will always go for that. And I think, oh my God, what is it about that is better than an ego and a tank? Because there's nothing better about that. It's just visual. So I decided not to do this, and I vaped it, and it was very pathetic. no throat hit. I do get a bit of vapor out of it. No throat hit, no sort of flavor. Not sure what the flavor is. Possibly a vague tobacco flavor. You will see the end of this. Look at it. Another blue light. Strangely enough, the end of this looks like burning coals. Can you see that? That's a pointless thing to me. At least it's blue and not red, burning coals. But wait, because I'm going to tell you about something else. So I was really disappointed in this. I don't know the price, and I'm not giving prices, because when I do, 2 weeks after I put this video up, the prices all change. So no prices, but I should guess about 10 quid. I'm not sure for this. With one cartomizer. So that isn't good either. For starter pack, should have 2 batteries, at least 2 cartomizers, be generous, and a USB charger. Otherwise, it's a sort of pointless operation. Somebody will take that, finish it off, go back to smoking, and it needs to have a punch. So I was disappointed, but I discovered something, and this is what I'm sharing with you. In there, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little hole. Can you see it? There's a little hole on the other side too. God knows why you have to have 2 little holes on this, because if you block the hole, all sorts of things change. You get a good vape. And it's got quite a pleasant, gentle, tobacco-y flavour. But now, what beginning vapor is going to know to block the holes? So, if you block the holes on this Vapourlites, you get a jolly, reasonable vape. I even got a throat hit. So that solves the problem of that. This isn't such a good review. I apologize, Vapourlites, but I promised you I'd be honest. So if you cover the holes on this, you get a better vape. Which begs the question, why didn't somebody test it out and not put in 2 holes opposite each other, or put in smaller holes? I think manufacturers need to get their heads round people who are starting vaping. So that is my opinion on that. But I got this as well in a tiny little box, Vapourlites, and I opened it up, and there is the teeniest little electronic cigarette. Also looks like a cigarette, but this is a bit different. The fact that it's menthol, and I hate menthol, I'm forgiving it for. It's got a little menthol label on it. I actually think that came off the mouthpiece end. But anyway, I stuck it back on to show you. So before you begin using it, you take the little menthol sticker off, and then this is a different thing. This is a disposable, throwaway thingy. And right from the beginning, I can't see any holes in it because it's one unit. But right from the beginning, this is a much better option. God knows how long it lasts because it's a tiny little battery. It's as light as a feather and it's disposable. Don't know what it costs. And it vapes well. Now that's not bad, besides the menthol flavour. Have a look at the actual end, also that looks like a burning coal in blue. So that's pointless really. But look at the end as I vapor. Let me turn sideways. The whole end glows, the tip. If it were red, it would be very like what happens on a real cigarette. This is easy to hold. I'm sure they must make them in other flavors. But for something you wanted to take out and dump at the end of its use, that is a very good little disposable electronic cigarette. I haven't tested how long it lasts because I can't bear the menthol. But but if this were in tobacco flavor or vanilla or something, it would make an excellent little gifty for Christmas for somebody who is thinking about vaping. That would be a very good trial device because it actually works and it gives you a throat hit. The menthol is another question, but that's my personal preference. So that little thing is called a Vapourlites that says don't smoke, just vape, and it's VL micro electronic cigarette. Don't know what else it says, unfortunately, about the menthol. No smoke, no tar, no tobacco, no ash, no passive smoking effects, use anywhere. Well, that's debatable with all the banning of electronic cigarettes that is going on all around us. And it says, God, what does it say? Charged and ready to use. So that ain't bad. There are warnings and instructions on the back. No other label, but I like the way it came in a very cost light, a small carbon footprint pack, and it just rested in that. The mouthpiece was sealed actually with that little goodie that I showed you, this little label. And so generally from Vapourlites, that to me is a little winner. So thank you, Vapourlites, for letting me try your devices. I'm not impressed with your starter thing as explained, but I am impressed with that. And I reckon it would be a jolly good Christmassy present just to give somebody to introduce them to vaping and for fun to use on Christmas Day. So, let me get a bigger device with a damn good throat hit. Thanks for vaping with me.